Are you getting ready for the Praxis Reading Specialist exam? That's exam code 5302. My name is Hunter Tharp, and I'm a teacher and test prep expert for Study.com. In this video, we'll walk through a few sample problems from this exam so that you're confident on test day and know what to expect on your exam. Ready? Let's jump in. Our first practice problem, we have a question that asks us, which of the following is the primary goal of differentiated instruction? One of the first things that we should do when we have a question, whether it's a practice problem or on our Praxis exam, is to make note of what the key words are in the question. For this question, it's asking us what the primary goal is of differentiated instruction. So those are the two things that we're really honing in on for this question, the goal and differentiated instruction. After reviewing our four answer choices here, we arrive at the correct answer being to address the unique learning needs of each student. The most important thing when we're looking at practice problems like this is understanding the why behind the correct answer. For this particular problem, the correct answer is that differentiated instruction ensures that each student has their unique needs met. Each student has unique readiness levels, interest levels, and learning profiles. And by doing and paying attention to differentiated instruction, teachers can tailor their instruction to ensure that every student can learn and succeed. So that's how we've arrived at this answer as the correct one. For our next practice problem, we have a question that asks us, which of the following is the best strategy for a reading specialist to use to foster a strong homeschool connection? So following the same format as earlier, I first want to highlight and make note of the key words in the question. The first thing that I see is that it's asking us for a strategy, and specifically it's talking about a homeschool connection. So ensuring that the goals of the school and the goals of the home and the parents are met appropriately. Whenever we look at the answer choices for this problem, we end up at the correct answer being sending weekly newsletters highlighting classroom activities. Now, we also have to understand why that is the best answer for this question. Um, whenever we're understanding that reason, we need to think that the newsletters that they send home help students and parents stay focused about what their students are learning in class. They make them feel more involved, and they are, provide ways for parents to foster their child's literacy development at home as well. So those weekly newsletters are key for the reading specialist to use to ensure that that homeschool connection is strong. For our next practice problem, we have a question that asks us that a reading specialist is asked to mediate a conflict between two co-teachers about instructional strategies. Which of the following is the most appropriate first step in the mediation process? So this question's a little bit longer than the previous two, but we still tackle it the same way. We first begin by highlighting the key words in the question. So I make note that there's a conflict between two teachers about instructional strategies. And then the actual question, so that provides our background context. The actual question will ask us which of the following is an appropriate first step for the reading specialist to mediate the conflict. So when we think about the first step for a situation like this, we arrive at the correct answer that the reading specialist should ask both teachers to share their perspectives. Now, why is that the correct answer? Well, the reading specialist, undergoing this particular strategy ensures that both teachers feel heard, and that's a crucial component of the conflict resolution process. For both perspectives to be heard, greater understanding is fostered, and that's the first step to putting the conflict behind the two co-teachers. Our final practice problem asks us, in which of the following ways does first language literacy impact second language acquisition? I'm again following the same process that I've used before. We should highlight the key words in our question, which is first language literacy, impacting second language acquisition. So, what is that connection between first language and second language acquisition? After reviewing our four answer choices, we arrive at the correct answer being that it facilitates second language acquisition. Why is this the correct answer? Well, we go back and we think about the research that's been conducted on learning a second language, and it shows that a strong foundation in one's first language supports learning in a second language. So, without that solid foundation in one's first language, it's harder for them to acquire a second language, which is why this answer is correct. I hope this was helpful. If you're looking for more ways to study, check out our other videos and then also make your way over to study.com to check out our Praxis test prep courses. As a study.com member, you'll get full access to hundreds of practice problems like the ones I just walked you through, plus targeted instruction for any topics that you are still struggling with, as well as test strategy to help you maximize your score on test day. Finally, we want to hear from you. Please like and subscribe if today's video was helpful, and then let us know down below in the comments if there are any specific topics that you want us to cover next. Good luck and happy studying.